Okay, so this is the Samsung S3. We're going to take a look at the physical hardware itself. So as you can see, it's got a lovely look to it. Bevel, it's not too thick, but it's a bit thicker than I was sort of imagining they might go with this phone. I thought we would be coming edge to edge pretty soon. Front-facing camera, a couple of sensors, the speaker grill there. Power button is on the side here. This is a physical home button, but then there's two soft buttons either side. This one brings up your edit in any application or home screen, and this one is your back button. If you long press on this, you'll bring up your task menu, and if you double click quickly, it will bring up the S voice, which I'm not a big fan of, but I don't like any of these silly voicey talky things. On the side, you can see, let me just adjust the focus slightly, see the volume rocker on that side. On that side, you've got your power button. Along the top is your headphone jack, and I believe that is a microphone pickup, probably for when you're on speakerphone. On the bottom is another hole, which again might be another speaker pickup. I'm going to have to try and check that, and a mini USB. You can see that the edges are really nicely beveled. I mean, it's a very, very solid little phone. It's quite weighty in the hand, but not for the size. It actually feels very comfortable. I've used a few phones that were really light, and actually you feel like you could, go like that and the phone will just fly out of your hand. What I've really found with the S3 and also the Galaxy Nexus as well, which is based on the same kind of inspiration design, these tapered edges really work. The phone feels comfortable, not too heavy. Everything that personally I'm looking for in a phone. The weight's good. The plastic back, well, everyone has their own opinion of these things. You can also see on the back there the camera, 8 megapixel shooter, an LED flash that in my opinion it's rather blue. You're going to want to do some colour correction on that, and a little speaker that is actually pretty powerful. We'll come to that later. And obviously the Samsung badge on the back. I went for the white Samsung phone for one simple reason. Two. I've never owned a white phone before, and I thought I might as well give it a try. And two, the pebble finish version of the Samsung S3 apparently has a bit of a manufacturing fault at the moment. So the back covers, for some reason, haven't passed Samsung's meticulous attention to detail or whatever. And so the stocks are a bit short everywhere. And I generally thought to myself, well, if they've had problems with like 100,000 of these back panels or what have you, the chances are the first stock that came in probably has the defect. So I'd rather just not bother. Let's dodge the issue, get the white one. Two birds, one stone, basically. I personally quite chuffed with my first white phone. Was always wary because I was concerned it might turn out like the Apple Cube, which ended up with an eggshell pattern after a little while, but that just put me off for life on any white product, to be honest. And this is it on the home screen. See, it's incredibly bright. I mean, really, really is a bright display. It's pentile, which some people say, meh, pentile, because it's not RGB. So I won't bore you with the details. Go look it up online. Pentile AMOLED, Super AMOLED screens. Personally, yeah, I can sort of see what people are on about, but who cares? Seriously, who cares? It's a beautiful looking display. It's incredibly bright. And the colours are excellent. I mean, the colour reproduction in photos, yeah, it's a little bit off once you transfer it to your PC, but come on. With the multitude of photo editing apps out there these days, the ones on the phones, the one on the computer, the one in Google Plus if you happen to be using it, I mean honestly, it takes a button click these days to make your photo look good again. What's the problem? The 8 megapixel shooter really does a great job, and some of the new features on the shooter itself are quite excellent. They've actually speeded the sensor up, so it can now take photographs a lot more quickly than it could before. Allows you to shoot up to, I think, 3 frames a second, 20 photos in a burst. Really, really impressive. Let me just come back to my home screen. All in all, a really nice piece of hardware. The quad-core processor really keeps up. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's fast, really fast. That's it. If you haven't already ordered one, why the heck not?